Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Microsoft Edge has received a version upgrade to version 150. So to check we have this latest release, we head up to our main menu, also known as the ellipsis menu, help and feedback about Microsoft Edge. Latest version and bold after the update has been applied 150.0.4078.48. Now first of all, before we have a look at what's new, let's just focus quickly as always on the Chromium security patch that is rolled out as part of the weekly security update for this week that the Chromium browsers are getting, which is part of version 150. And for this week, we get a total of 433 security fixes rolling out for the Chromium engine, which the browser is based on. And out of the 433 vulnerabilities patched, 20 are critical, which is your highest ranked vulnerability. And although there are 20 critical vulnerabilities, the Chromium team says there are no 0 days exploited in the wild at this stage currently, which is good news. And the critical vulnerabilities are mainly comprised out of use after free, type confusion, insufficient validation, out of bounds read and write, heap buffer overflow vulnerabilities, which are common exploits in these Chromium-based web browsers. And we get a whole lot of high severity mediums and then some lows. So 20 critical vulnerabilities, 433 security fixes rolling out in total. So that's an important update for the browser. So double check it's up to date because it is your first line of defense. Now with all that out of the way, just to focus on what's new. Now first of all, we get an announcement from Microsoft. If you are using the browser on Mac OS, where Edge version 150, which is this release, Microsoft says is the last release that supports Mac OS 12 Monterey. Edge version 151 or later requires Mac OS 13 Ventura or later, so just take note of that if you are using the browser on Mac OS on that older version. And then over and above that, guys, in regards to feature updates and improvements, this is actually quite a light release. Most of the changes are taking place under the hood for enterprise environments, mainly using Edge for Business. But just to mention two that will apply mainly to your average home user. Now, first of all, the first is that Microsoft says you can now clarify choices surrounding third-party cookie settings. So if we head into our settings and we navigate to privacy search and services cookies, Microsoft says that it's updated the description to better describe the choices users have when managing third-party cookies. It says prevents sites from using cookies that track you across the web. Features on some sites may break. And then the second improvement, which I have posted on previously, which is rolling out gradually, which I'm not seeing yet, but just a quick recap, because as mentioned, I've posted on this in previous videos. You can now sign in to Microsoft Edge using a Google account in addition to a Microsoft account from the profile menu and Edge sign-in screen, available for Windows and Mac OS devices. So if you are seeing the feature, you'll see that Google sign-in prompt on this profile menu. And this feature is on a controlled feature rollout. So Microsoft says if you don't see this feature, check back as it continues its rollout. So guys, that's more or less what's new in Edge version 150. As mentioned, quite a light release if you do find yourself as an average home user like most of the viewers of this channel are. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.